Okay, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, I'm going to educate you first. That's right. Not that I haven't been. All right, everybody has done a why, or getting close to a why, finished, a who, and a what. Would anybody like to share what they came up with? Maybe their icon? Yes. Wayne, you can go next. What's your couple?
Okay, so I had like a little cake sort of thing.
Thanks, Jordan. That'll be good.
So, yep, so
thanks.
I said that I'm a cafe owner looking to extend my business. I want to be known as the top supplier of catering to local businesses, known for my excellent quality of food, service and reliability. And that no job is too small. Then my target audience was local businesses, including government, to become one of their preferred suppliers for a multiple of their divisions. I can assure correct on-time delivery and pickup of the dishes. And then I thought I could do live videos showing how the food is prepared, interview some of the farmers that are giving me the produce, and also interview other customers. This is all through the live video. If my customers go to my website and click on the video above, what I just spoke about, they'll receive a free delivery of food to try our products in the first place. And then if they spend over a certain amount per month, I'll donate a percentage of money to a charity as like a partnership from myself and from them. And then that creates them and myself being a good community citizen.
Well done. That's good.
Oh, that's I haven't done anything like that. I'll shut up. Well, I'm in the wedding industry, and so I've used the seals to say how they can seal their relationship.
Oh.
And by wedding, by videos, and showing them how I do seal their relationship by video, and showing what my expertise is and how relaxed it is here in North Queensland, and because it's the way I present it, it's high energy, it's fun. It's not serious, and it's relaxing for the couple.
So what's your call to action? Well, you obviously want them to engage with services, so
yeah,
how are you going to
I want them to contact me.
Yeah.
Because I find most of the time when they contact me, it goes into bookings. So the thing is to contact.
That's right. So I'm going to cover free stuff in a minute, but what could you give them for free to make them want to contact you? So if I watch your video,
Only my body, that's all I've got.
You could give them some versions of their vows. So that it could give them some ideas of.
Well, yeah, well, I do that anyway, yeah.
But they don't know that.
They don't know that. So
what about like a checklist of what they need to do?
Yeah.
Right away.
But everybody does that.
Yeah,
Everybody does that. You want to do something different.
At the bookings, like at the inquiry stage, do you do that? The video. I know. Okay, so what if you? It's not what I love. I don't like this. It's not like that. So you could, in partnership with one, you like a photographer or something like that, you could offer 5% off or something like that. So then not only are you promoting yourself, you're offering 5% off, so say some of you, with Andrea's business. So therefore you're promoting yourself and Andrea, and then if you're going through the different websites, you've all got your partners, and then somehow
Get
you're
that
all linked
linked
up
together.
with multiple advertising, and you're giving them 5% off, or whatever that percentage is.
So
Or
just
it's something.
to keep Wayne and Rebecca and Will and Rosemary and Sia, I have listed the other ones, up to date. Again, the strategy for social media should be why are you on there? What's your reasoning for being on there? Who are you going to target? Okay, so the demographic. What are you going to do content-wise, and your call to action. So your call to action, because it's so noisy, you've got to get them off Facebook. So ideally, you should be trying to go to their email address, create a database that you can market to them so that they become your client for life. Does that make sense? So that's why I asked about, what's the call to action. So you're probably going to blitz at being the only wedding celebrant on there, doing videos and showing them tips and tricks. But when I want to get married, if I can't remember who you are, how are you going to keep engaging with them? So you need to think about giving them something, whether it's a checklist, an interview. We'll come up with hundreds of ideas by the end of the day, but giving them something to get their email address so we can continue to market to them off Facebook. Because you're paying the ads to get their details, okay? So that's your return on investment for your ad, is to get their details so you can continually market to them without using Facebook. Cool?
Cool.
All right, anybody else want to share? Or need help, maybe?
There's one that's good for me. So, Greg always said, you said this thing where he goes, how much can a koala bear? Bobo, right? But what you could say is, how much can a koala bear? Come to the Australian Zoo, so if you're marketing for the zoo, and learn about Australia's most misunderstood mammal.
Yeah.
And so then it's like you learn more about the animals, but as a secondary, the call to action could be come to the zoo by a certain date, and you could have maybe like a life-size version of this guy, like hiding in one of the areas of the zoo, and when the kids see it, then they can go to the gift shop and get their own little koala and, whatever. So
That's a brilliant.
Yeah.
Creates business straight away. So, yeah. Awesome. Anybody else want to share or maybe need help? It's not about, it's about helping each other too.
Can you define call to action?
Getting me to do something.
Making you do something.
You want me to do something. So a call to action can be merely liking my page. It can be commenting on the video. Ideally though, if we look at social media marketing, okay, or even we're talking about Facebook marketing, your call to action, your strategy should be getting me off that platform. Remember we spoke about how you need to get me off that platform because you don't own me as a client. Your Facebook account can be closed at any given minute, and it does happen, and you've lost your 5,000 friends or your 5,000 fans, and you've spent all that money on advertising to get them to engage with you, and you might have spent $10,000 over 10 years, and now you've got nothing. So your your strategy, should be to get me off Facebook. So you want to get their email address.
So at work, I do Facebook posts for work as opposed to me. I should have clarified earlier that I've got two lots of Facebook worlds that I live in. So in the natural resource management one, any post I put up there is always connected to our website. Would you call that a call to action?
What are they doing? You're sending them somewhere to get more information.
So I do a Wednesday weekly wedding, for example. So weeds on KPI. I'm not going to photo, but that photo is not on Facebook, it's on the website. So it's the link that's on Facebook, it brings up the photo on Facebook, but when you click on it, it takes you straight to the website. It doesn't.
Yeah, see, that's a link on a call to action. A call to action would be getting them to like, comment and share that picture or that post so that more people see that post. Or when they go to the website, a call to action would be put your information in to subscribe to our newsletter.
Yeah, well that's there.
Yeah.
On the website.
Do they see it though? Or do they have to look for it? See? So call to
Well, it
action
depends
should be,
with the weeds then.
yeah.
They have to look for it.
So my call to action, if you're doing that every Wednesday, my call to action would be don't miss out on every Wicked Wednesday weed or something. Subscribe to my newsletter. And I would have every post that you do should have a call to action in it. You have to tell them. You really do have to tell them. So I would be saying, here's my Wicked Wednesday weed. To not miss out on future posts, like my page, subscribe to my newsletter, and put a link to the page on the website where they can put their details in. Now, whether you send a newsletter every week or not, doesn't matter. But you could send them, an email if you were to do a Facebook Live of the video or of that post. Yeah, so you really need to get them off Facebook, and you need to get them to do something. If you were going to do that as an ad, then you really need to gauge it. But if you were, then you would have no return on your investment because you're not telling them to do anything. You can't gauge, I spent $10 on this ad and I got 10 new people to like my page. That would be a return on your investment. Yeah? So you've got $1 for every new lead. So you must be able to gauge it. Does that make sense?
So can I just...
No, it would make sense to me if I was selling, if I had a business and I was selling crocodiles. All of that makes sense.
Well, don't you want awareness for your product?
Do I want what?
Awareness. You selling awareness? What are you selling?
Membership, awareness.
Membership. So your call to action is
It's
membership.
education as well, isn't it? Educating people about
Education,
what weeds are good and what are bad.
So then how do you continually to educate and be forefront of that audience so they're always learning and not forgetting about what you do? How do you do that?
Okay, so this is my instruction. So for me to go back to work and say I want to do this differently, I have to be able to explain why.
Yeah.
My instruction is to do that link, to get them off Facebook and to our website.
Are they taking action on the website though?
And that's what I mean. I need to be able to...
There's a lot of information on the website, which there will be. If you want more information, go to the website, but then you kind of need to make sure you've got the email thing at the bottom, so that if you want to keep on being updated on the latest week stuff, then you need to make sure that you're capturing their email when they're there.
Let me show you that. So on your website, I haven't seen it.
You sure I feel it?
No, I don't need to. Everybody's website is the same. But if you're sending them to your website, ideally you want on the website, below we've got the third bowl, right? So anything past that screen is irrelevant. Nobody reads it. And all those funny little things up there called tabs, nobody clicks on them either. So if you're sending them back to your website, and you want to drive membership, you have to tell them to join. So you need to have, ideally, a video there with a little mail chip or autoresponder thing that says sign up for free or become a member. That is what you have to
That's on our homepage, and I know that they don't want that on every page.
No. On the bottom of the link though,
The
imagine
link goes straight to the website.
it's a different website.
It's a different, on there up the top. It's
Do you have
part of the
access to that?
Yeah, no,
Okay. Well, on the bottom of the weed one, ideally this is your weed information, you need to have the boxes here saying, join our membership.
okay.
You must have that there. Yeah, you've got it. Otherwise, and if it's not big, and you're not telling them in the post, join for free,
It's a link.
yeah, then they're not going to know. You have to put it in front of their face. You have to. You can't have a little contact us button right down the bottom and expect them to find it because they won't. They won't find it. Does that help?
Yes. Pick it up.
Pick that up? Anybody else?
It's you brilliantly, it's me trying to get that down.
Well, you need to ask them the question. You need to say, you want me to send them to that link? Why? What do you want them to do?
There's an answer there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, there will be an answer.
well, then you'll be able to best gauge how you do it, because if they say we just want traffic to our website, that's your call to action. Then you need to say to them, are you monitoring your Google Analytics to monitor how long they're staying there, or is this a waste of everybody's time?
Yeah.
Are they going to the website and bouncing off?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think it's American, not engaged.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah, it's good.
On the topic, it's slightly off, and it's about something that I'm working on at the moment. About working in real estate, and I'm doing social media for her, and back to this idea of getting capturing email for her. So she doesn't have a website for herself. She has part of the organisation that she works for. Can I set up a landing page for her?
You
It's
can.
just a page that captures email,
Yes, you can.
and that's all fine.
Yeah,
All
so-
it is simply a picture with please sign up here.
Absolutely. So you can either do that through WordPress, you know, or you can use lead pages, which is like $15 a month if she's going to pay for it, or you can use one that's escaped me, I can see the word in front of my head. Igloo funnels, which cost you $60, and you'll have ones off, and you'll have a whole heap of templates that you can send them to. Or you can send them to where I'm going to show you in a minute, Google Docs. You can do a Google Doc for free. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else want some help or wants to share? Yes.
Yeah, well, you just gave me an idea because I have no idea what to do, but this will do. But yeah, for who I use, so who are we? So we're in our own little business. So we're financial planning, so and we deal with a lot of super, your income protection and all that. And a lot of people, and I know that each one of you don't own just one super, and a lot of people don't know that you can consolidate all of that in one. And a lot of them don't know the fee eating up whatever that you put in your super and that. So those are the information that a lot of people don't know about. And also the advice you get. The advice is some people are not precise and the exact of what you need to know about your super, what you're paying, and what it's including in your super. Because a lot of people don't know that income protection are included in that, and also life insurance. So the life insurance in your super, it only just benefits you, well, at the end when something happens to you. But they're all little hidden things that you don't know about that the insurance company itself don't tell you at the time until you find out when something happens to you. Claim time, you don't get everything that they promised you.
So you can do what with that information?
With that information, we can clarify. We have access to all the insurance.
So you can educate your audience.
Yes, we can.
You can do Facebook videos of whatever. Don't freak out Friday on soup, whatever. You know what I mean? You can do that education, and then your call to action will be
That's
we get referrals. So
You're
if
thinking about
anybody,
other things other than
That's
work,
something.
sorting out your
Yeah, well,
personal,
yeah.
financial.
whatever. Yeah.
and so there's a lot that and I know that we deal with a lot of people who just come to us after something had happened to them, and then yeah.
So that's your script. Did this
Yeah.
happen to you? Blah, 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 blah. Don't be like Mary, blah, 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 blah. Come and see us for a free, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, so if you get referral, you get not only for you that you're coming in for the first time, you get 5% or 10% off your initial fee. Getting your first visit is free, it's fully free. But if you get a referral after that, you get paid for a referral that you give to us, as well as you only get a fee at one. As a one-off. So whatever, how many years that you're going to be with us, anything that you want to know about your life insurance, you will. If you need a new car, mortgage.
Did you write all that down? Because that's all your content.
Yep.
You've got enough content.
Then you
here.
need to, yeah, we will look after our fees just like,
Yeah.
just apply. And you'll be looked after. So it'll be stress-free. We'll take all that stress out of you.
Yeah.
If anything that you need, give us a call and we will look into it.
Do you want me to video you now?
So yeah, so that's what.
Well done, well done. Anybody else before we move on? No, everyone's good? Can we add everybody? That's awesome. Okay, so for Raquel, we just covered why, who and what. Do you have any questions? Or we got somebody else there too. No, that's training support. Me? No? Okay. All right, so you've already done this. With leaps and heads. Why are you on there? Is it for customer service? Is it for branding? Is it for leads and sales? Or do you just want to be the expert go-to person in your industry? Which is not a bad thing. Sorry?
Money?
Money, how are you going to make money?
Everyone uses every day.
Did you know?
Facebook.
Leanne.
Yes.
I would like to ask regarding to the last point that what is better for the call to action? What is better to have send a message or call me?
Sorry, did you hear that?
Send it.
Oh, Raquel, it can be whatever you like it to be.
But, okay, but which one is the people more responsive to? Are they afraid of calling or, and then it's better to send a message, or there is no really like preferences or sort of thing?
It would depend on your product.
Okay, thanks.
You want them to do something.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Cool, thank you. Thank you for taking it. Know that she's still there. That's lovely. So expert or go-to guru. The who we touched base on. Now in the Become Social Media fan page, which I'll have to give clients access. Are you on that here? Yeah. You're not there? Yeah. Rebecca, I can send you out the link, but there is an actual target audience sheet that we had that goes into drilling down your target audience. So you really need to be clear who. Can the who change? Of course it can. You might be targeting, for example,
Sorry, there's somewhere we go to.
yeah, I'll show you later. It's called students, but I'll be able to get you access to that document later. You don't need it now. But, what was I saying? Oh, can the who change? Of course it can. If you're selling a handbag and you've tried 35, 45-year-old women and you're not getting your sale, of course you're going to change it. You're going to go in there every day and check your insights on your ad, which I'll show you, so that you can make sure that the ad's working and you're not just throwing money out the window. All right? So that can change. And as we said in our very first lesson, you need to create an avatar, so a picture of what that person looks like, because that's your ideal client. Does it mean you're going to disregard everybody else? No. It just means that that's the one that you want to predominantly have into your business. Yeah? Okay. Next. And this is a good example of your avatar. So we were speaking in our last one about creating the avatar. You really need to drill down to the real fine nitty-gritties of your client for your ad to work. If you don't, then you may as well get a $50 note, write your business name on it and throw it out the window, because that's all you're going to do. You're going to hope somebody's going to pick it up. So you really need to identify who it is. So for example, for this one, Priya, she's 26 years old, she lives in California, she works as a full-time graphic designer, she eats healthy during the week, likes to keep fit and trains 3 times a week after work. And you should really get a picture or an image of that person and put it somewhere on your marketing in some way. Okay? I was going to ask you a question then. No, I've lost it. That's okay. No, I've lost it. That's okay. I was going to ask you something. That's bothering me.
Why would you use some of those?
Maybe I was going to ask why you would do that.
Yeah, why would you use some of those points?
Oh, sorry, great. You remind me. Yes, it does. So how would you know, I was thinking about how would you know that about your client? Because you said feedback? Survey? Yeah. That's how you'll know. And if you're not really sure, I'm going to show you another cool thing shortly, so we can have a look at. So we've done the what. Now the free stuff to help the new people in the room. Your free stuff can be anything. It can be just subscribe to our newsletter, join membership to Robin. It can be an ebook. It can be a video series. If you do a group of Facebook Lives, then bunch them all up and send them to them. It's a free video series. It can be free training, free consulting. It can be pictures, videos, tutorials, whatever. Whatever you do, create content to give them away. If you run out of ideas, if that's not enough, you can go to resellrightsweekly.com. It'll cost you $1 to join for 30 days. and you can download somebody else's which has master resale rights to it, which means legally you can use it, and give them that if you don't have time to create something. Okay? After the month though, they'll charge you $19, so I didn't say this, but go on there for $1, download whatever you need, and then get off the membership site. Okay? Alright, so that's the stuff. That's part of your free stuff, the reason why you're getting them off Facebook, or how do you get them off Facebook.
Yeah, sorry, can I just ask you about this role of this and competitions?
Yeah.
Is that a different thing, or is that, because I put one into mine and I think it's probably, I'm offering them something free and I'm offering competitions.
Yeah, so that's part of your content, which I'm going to cover that in a wee minute. Yeah, it's part of your content, part of your strategy, okay? So we're going to sort of cover a basic strategy and basic content. We're going to cover your Facebook timeline. We're going to cover building a list and content creation. And Michelle asked me how did we do a 3D image on Facebook yesterday, so I'm going to show you how to do that. And the last button doesn't work. And Facebook ads and live. So that's just basically going to cover some more stuff. The reason that you need to know what your target market is, because when you go into the back end of Facebook to do your ad, that's some of the choices you have. So if you're not clear, you're going to get into the back of Facebook and go, I don't know what I'm going to do here. Okay, so that's just a screenshot of the back end of Facebook, and you can see the number of options that you have. So do you really need to be clear on why you're going to spend $50? Yeah, because they're your options, and we'll go into those in a minute as well.
Can I just ask a question?
Of course you can.
The principle of KISS, when we're doing this stuff, yeah, does it still apply for?
Yeah, so everything, so I'll just share what Will said to me before. The basic principles of marketing have not changed because we're on Facebook. It's still the basic principles, we're just communicating in a different way. So KISS is keep it simple, stupid, isn't it? Yeah. So keep it simple. Yeah. So when you're creating a strategy, you need to understand why. What's the most probable action that you want from them, from the volunteers or from the organisation? So keep it simple. And what is the thing that they're most likely to do? You know, they may not claim an offer. So you'd be silly to put an ad if you think they're not going to claim an offer. Okay? Does that answer it? Okay, cool. So what is Facebook marketing? So Facebook marketing is about creating a business page, engaging in groups, creating ads, and Facebook Live. But to me, what Facebook marketing is actually becoming a detective. You really need to know what people are doing and be one step in front of them, or deliver the content and the information to them. And also you need to know what your competitors are doing. Okay? And some of you might freak out when I tell you you're going to start stalking your competitors and you're going to talk to them and you'll go, no, but I'll explain why. So that's what Facebook marketing is. Pages, we're going to have a look at our timeline. We're going to look at Messenger, call to action on your timeline, adding services, building your fans, competitions, content, boosting ads, and creating a live channel. So we'll cover all that. Your timeline. So, well, has any of that worked yet? Okay. Alright, so your timeline is that image. Is everyone familiar with that image? Not that image, but that image. Well, if you're not familiar, you should like my business page and share it with your friends. So your timeline is that image on the top of Facebook. The credentials of your timeline should be what? What do you think? What have you seen? It's worked.
Should have your business name, which should include the product.
Yeah, well, yeah. So each one's going to be different. So for example, you really should tell them what you're about. So when they land there, they're not lost. Okay. So for example, that tells people if you want to become a social media manager, I'm the person to go to, right? So yours will be different. I'll give you a template in a minute. Not a template.
The images work really well though. To me, that's what jumps out of the icons
Images.
that we're really familiar with.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to do this in a minute, so I'm going to show, tell, do, right? So I'm just going to show you. So you have a new services icon in the back of your Facebook where you can now display your services as well. So you want to do that, so people can see what you're offering. Why is this not working well? This is your call to action. What do you want them to do on your timeline? So that can be your free stuff if you're not sure, or it can be a click to the membership page, or it can be a click to a free consult. It could be even message me. Okay, so that can be whatever you like. And here is what you have to choose from those options. Book now, call now, contact, message. If you have an app, we're not going into apps on Facebook today, but if you have one, you could do it. Shop, if you have a store, you can send them to a Shopify store. You want them to sign up to a newsletter. That link will go straight to your page if it was big enough. They're loving. And it could be watch a movie or send us an email. Okay, so that's your options there. You really
So
need.
in that call to action there for the learning module, you could have newsletter sign up, expression of interest,
You could do
volunteering,
Yes.
or sub list of all that.
You could create a Google Docs
Okay.
and have a link to that as well. Yep, absolutely.
Can you only have one?
You can only have one. So you can only choose one option, but you can change it.
Yeah.
So you could watch the video, watch the video this week, newsletter next week, email me the week after, whatever. So ideally, when you have your timeline, what you want to be having on there is tell us what you do. So remember the pain point or the reason, solve the problem. Do you ever experience this? Call me. Email me, whatever. Your business name should be on there. The picture should be clear. I believe you should have your logo on there somewhere, if you can fit it on there. If you've got room, I mean, you've only got a limited amount of space there, but if you do have room, it'd be great to have a web address so that when they see it, they go, oh, they've got a website, and they might punch it in straight away. And obviously the image needs to depict what you do. Yes. Yeah.
Your timeline, once you liked you, I don't go to your timeline as often because your stuff comes up in my Instagram, correct?
Well, it depends. You could be paying my 2% or not.
I could be helpful.
My 2%, because only 2% of my people see the
Okay, so let's just assume that's
okay, done there.
for the
Yeah.
exercise.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to that timeline.
Some people will. So some people
Do you
will.
know the percentage?
No, I don't.
Should people go to timelines? Should people go to timelines a lot?
Well, you know what? 98% don't.
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering if this call to action button, which I just discovered we have on our page, but I see that because that's where I work,
Yeah.
on that timeline.
To get them to take action to the call to action button?
Pardon?
Do you mean how do I get them to
How do
know?
you get them from the newsfeed when they see something that you posted?
Well, that could be a call to action to like your page. So the link could be the URL to your business page.
It is.
Okay, so then when they click on it, it should take them to the page, yeah?
Takes them to the website.
So you're still sending them to the website.
What page are you talking about?
So if you get a post, right? So you
So
get a
you're
post,
saying the post should have,
a call to action as well. So you can think about your strategy, right? So your strategy on Facebook is membership. You would have this as join now. That would be that's part of your strategy. You're not going to change it.
that's right.
And that link will then go to the
It
website
doesn't say join now.
or sign up. You
It
can
says
sign up.
sign up, I don't think that's clear. Personally.
Well, these timelines are not set in stone.
Yeah.
You get it made and you have join our membership now for free with an arrow to the
Yeah.
sign up button.
Yeah.
I've done that before where you have arrows saying, this is what I want you to do. If you can't see it, there's a big red arrow.
But it's not that type of site where you have that type of thing on it, because you would have the buttons, and you could have the wording. Because it's not a retail site. So that,
It doesn't need to be a retail.
I see that, but
Yeah, okay.
knowing
So
the
you've got to
organisation, I
have-
know that would be different.
All right. All right.
But, so if I do a post, say my weeds for example, on that post
And you could have a link to that.
to,
Back to your page.
Back to the
That should
page.
call to action if you wanted to, because they'll click on the link and then go back there.
Yeah.
And then they might see the flashing lights and the bells and everything that go on that.
And the arrows and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Depending on your business and your organisation, the logo or your picture will be here. If you're branding yourself, then you would have a picture of yourself. If you want to brand your business, you do a logo. Okay, so that's personal preference. Again, it needs to look nice and clear. Any questions?
So the logo is in a small box, and then you set up now selling bags. The picture of the bags will be the back.
Absolutely. If you wanted to. So for me, I've got my face on the top and the logo's down the bottom. Does that make sense? So when I go out into the social media world, I don't want you to see me, I want you to see the logo. And that's just personal preference. And you can change it too. That's okay.
Where do you guys put the call to action button on?
When?
Well, where do you go? Where's that? Setting it up.
So you'll get to do it in a minute.
Oh,
Yeah, you're going to do this. So now look at that, you're going to do it now. Look, see? So you're going to open up your Facebook business page and you're going to check the following. You're going to check your timeline. Does it need improving, yes or no? If you need it to be improved, you can go to, we have a list of graphic designers somewhere, but I haven't got that yet. Or you can go to fiverr.com or outsource it for $5. Okay, you can get it done. What is your call to action? Have you got that set up correctly? Do you have the services in there or what you offer? If you don't, maybe add one now. And write down what services you could add. Make a list of what. And I've got to get Will's computer working.
Yes, using that.
Oh, do you need some paper?
No, I just need.
Where do you find the services?
You may need to check that your business is a local business, not an international business, and just check that in your settings first, and then it should come up in your general. I'll take you through that.
So Leanne,
Yeah,
last night I created a Facebook business page,
yeah.
and I can see it on my phone and on my iPad, but not on the computer. I don't know how to get into it on the computer.
Sorry, how did you create it?
On the computer?
From your personal profile?
Yeah.
It should be
I
there.
think so.
Just give me 1 second. Okay, so here's that tool now. Yes. Okay, what's on? Now do it.
Yeah. Because on my admin side to someone else. And I can see you.
So come now,
I can't do it.
that's right.
Myself.
Thank you.
Well, that was a mission one. Okay. Absolutely, yes.
What I wanted to ask, I'm too concerned about Facebook site, but it seems to me the way they set up our Facebook site is that they set up a person profile.
Oh, yes.
FNQ lines here.
Yeah.
And then they've got our corporate page attached to that person.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the right way to do it. Because if you set up a profile, you only can have 5,000 friends, then what happens? Nobody else can join you. Okay, and the other reason that Facebook says you must only have one profile. So if I had two Leanne Peard personal profiles, I'll wake up one morning and my account will be deleted and I'll never fail to do. Okay? You can have a business profile though, if it doesn't have, you can have a business profile. Yeah. But then my question is, why wouldn't you? Because you only have 5,000 friends, and then once that maxes out, you can't, and you don't have the advertising capabilities as well. So generally, you can delete it. So what you should have is you should have the business page and a number of admins. So we could be all admins to that page or volunteers and different rights. And then I just go in my account and then go to I can show you that one longer than that.
It's fun. It's on my phone. Why not?
Well, let's be there because this is your profile. This is how you access it.
On the left. Oh, services, like under home about and services.
Then you go to it on here. So he's going to be there as well. So now he's it's a page. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I've got many.
When you
Are you going to change my email address? Oh, stop figure out how to do it by now. Awesome. Okay, so going to here.
yes, that's how you go from one account to another. You've got more.
Well, no.
And it's like those other promotions, isn't it? No, stop. No, but I don't want to. I want to not. I don't want to.
Well, you go to manage ads. Click there and go to manage ads because you've obviously.
I haven't gone to that there.
No, you can show it them. You haven't. Because you've done it.
So what can you finish your paid promotion?
Oh, yeah, just delete it. Just close that. And then. So what's going on? Go down.
Click on there again.
I really want to.
I'll get back to you.
I just want to check that with boss before I
Yeah, let's just other services quickly. Okay, so another business. So in here is settings. So I don't check the services option.
Just notice this is something else you should do as well.
Oh, you should verify, yes.
Yeah, I haven't done that either.
Yeah, you should verify. It's not that hard. I've always been on my own. A minute just to give me a minute to have a look at that for you and then I'll find it. So what's everybody think about their timeline? Needs improvement? Well, that's not too bad.
I don't have services.
No, if you haven't got services, that means you're not, the setup of your page is not as a local business. I just got to find where you turn that on, sorry. I can't remember in my brain. Good one.
pages in there. My workbook's there.
For services, we don't need professional services.
Sorry?
It's not like education services.
No. You've got to have your business set up as a local business in order for services to come on. And I can't find where you turn that on.
This is ours.
Should know that, shouldn't I?
Things are going to change.
You make a video on it, Leanne?
Yeah, I'll have to make a video on it, you're right. How to find, I did a blog on it. I did do a blog on it ages ago when it, that's how I remember things, I have to blog it.
And it's probably easier to just set up and do.
Oh, no. Well, if you've got,
I mean, it'd be good to be able to fix it.
I'll Google it and then I'll refresh my memory.
I'll need my city. I'll need my general city. This is my page to that.
How did you get Jennifer's my pathways into
Leanne just went to Peard.
Yeah.
Once it was on Peard.
Okay,
So we've got Congo lady up in the iPhone.
so you go on to do.
Just get on the internet.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
And then put in your address.
Oh, I found it
So
on
it's
top.
up in your address, right?
Yeah, I got it to me.
Yep. Up in the address.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
Right, so it tells me that you have to add it, but doesn't tell me how we do it.
So Leanne,
Yeah.
should you allow anyone to tag photos on your page?
That's a personal preference. I would say, I would say yes, especially if you're trying to run competitions and stuff, because you'll forget that it's turned off. And I have never heard of a really bad story.
And if it was a bad photo, I could delete it anyway.
Absolutely, because you've got admin rights, so yeah. So, in the event of sounding really unprofessional, and not knowing where you turn on your locations, because it seems to have been disappeared, I'm going to have to do you a video. Because it says, click on services and add service, but it doesn't, let me just show you my screen.
So this one.
I know I just went in and added it, so, but there's nowhere to add it anymore.
And the vanity filter is turned off, so we should turn that on.
No, that's, oh yes, you should turn that on. You don't want people swearing and carrying on.
Could I?
Can you what, sorry?
Could I swear on this?
Well, if you have the profanity turned on, you won't be able to.
No. But I mean that more like, say if I did a video and you know, there's something.
Oh, it shouldn't pick that up. Facebook doesn't have that technology just yet. Shouldn't be able to pick up words.
So it's got profanity filter, medium or strong.
Well, it depends what you want. How you want your page to be.
But it's only up to no words. So you can actually
Yeah.
So we've got a list of them.
Good morning.
All right, so we're going to park. There it is. We're going to park that, and I'm going to do a video for you because it's disappeared.
Okay, to choose what you're at.
Oh, where's that gone now? Okay. Feedback on that? Leanne doesn't know what she's talking about.
This is really good, this services.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, I just added one service.
How did you add it? Because we can't find the button to make it local.
No, I just turned it on and it was there.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, I just put it in the service.
So in the settings for it?
Check.
And then general.
General.
Okay, so yours is there.
Was it in there, or you said you were going to be with somewhere else?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Mine has it out in Sunday. Sorry. Yeah. It was just there. So you already got
Maybe I can set a place.
and that's what I'm trying to find. I had to actually change mine from a company to another direction.
I haven't got the workshop, but I'm getting on it.
Oh, there you go.
It's fine, I'm going
In the about section.
I can't believe
I haven't got services
You get
on.
the top, yeah, not the lower one.
About 80,000 goes. No, I'm not sure I said it.
Alright, I think we might have had an epiphany. Greg and Andrea, did you go to the about section?
About paging, about pages of the book. Then you go get it.
And then you go about there.
So you were making a business page from your personal website?
Maybe because of the, well, maybe because of the time is more something. Because you run a retail on sale, maybe you don't necessarily maybe because we're like the business of retail or
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then refresh it.
Yes. I know,
Just a little bit.
Check what I've got mine on. No, you've got to change the category of your business to get the services to come up. So you have to go to local business. And I'm not sure what the actual next category is. I'm going to just double check mine. I mean, you may not choose to change it, and that's okay as well.
I don't know that we necessarily need to, really, probably, but I'm just interested in that.
So let me just...
Oh, category, yeah. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. We've got it under companies and organisations.
Yeah, so that may not come up. You need to be a local business.
Websites and blogs?
Well, it's up to you.
What does it really mean?
The services.
Yeah, well, we're
Services just means you can display your services so people can see it. Okay, my category is business
View services.
Well, if you don't feel like you need it, I mean, some businesses are international, so you can not international, sorry, national. So if you have a look at the wedding industry, it's really not a local business, even though you're a local business person in the area, you're actually targeting everybody else.
Yeah.
So
You don't want it to be about that, yeah.
that's a personal preference, if you want your services there or not. I chose to because I want people to see what I have to offer. And then my marketing is based on the web for people to find out what I can. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we want to do that.
Yeah.
So with the country restriction, can I say high participation from viewers in these countries, then no countries with? So I'll just leave it at that.
You can type it in there. If you find, you can leave it, so you can leave it open, but if you find you start getting lots of spam from India or somewhere else, then you can
Maybe
call
that's
that country.
No, I have,
Yeah.
maybe it's been removed.
I just found a question, I went in the Facebook help section, and someone had asked a question, if you have a business section, you tell them what they offer, I'd like to utilize this feature. But I'm sure, and you don't, my settings. Dental, oh, it's not there. Services tab is not available to everyone. Verification.
When was that dated?
1 month ago.
Okay, well maybe I'm just special.
Wow.
I think it's because it's all business.
What about, I thought it was available to everybody.
Retail business stuff.
Okay.
Doesn't it shows?
Alright, so there you go.
Services tab, one upload. Everything was purchased, I just,
That's a question slightly off. What am I meant to do with the username thing? You know, it's sort of. What's your?
Okay. Can I come back to that?
Yeah.
Look, see mine comes up as well. Oh, are you verified?
No, not yet. Okay, I'll verify first and then.
I think you'll find, don't quite me, but I think you'll find once you verify that comes up on an unverified page. Everybody should verify their page too. I haven't covered that in this, but there is a verified business page.
They already do.
Yes, all right.
I'm just joking. Just read it. I'm about to verify the
So,
thing.
and don't do it now because you have to upload your ABN and you have to upload
Oh,
utilities account to get
verification.
Oh, I
Put our
think we
ABN on there.
Huh?
We put our ABN on there.
Yeah.
Send us
Also, I thought you just had to put a verified ABN.
What's that ABN?
Oh, but that's not really for ABN for that.
And to again, it's the same question. Oh, sorry, no, to verify your business, you must show that you own that business, so they'll want some proof. They'll want an ABN and like a Telstra account or something that says your business is legit.
So that's not public, that's just for Facebook.
It's for Facebook, that's right, so it's to authenticate you as a legitimate business.
So what?
So you have to do that in addition to doing the phone thing, that send you a code.
Yeah, and you will become verified.
verify.
Verified.
You'll get services.
Where do you guys verify?
Well, I did it. All we ever got was a code.
I wanted to
So that's.
Did you do the code, then you and you would have to
They'll find the-
upload what they
send it
give
to
you
you.
some things to upload, if it doesn't hit that category, give them
Yeah,
something
oh,
else.
like, I want to talk about.
Yeah, that's what I did, because I don't have the residential address for my business, it's all PO box, so I gave her everything that she
Oh,
does,
so it's under
and I gave her something else, I can't remember.
general.
I think I gave her a tax return or something, I just said, here's all my stuff, verify it, I'm legit, and she didn't answer that. So when you go
So there's an
through,
actual person that actually.
well, I imagine so, because
Oh, service off there now.
I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Change it to business service instead of retail.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Found it. Peter's had some success on that.
Okay, so chef, please, because that's what's.
Oh, with the services, you mean?
Yes.
Like I changed the word as a retail business, so I changed it to business service.
Okay, so you go local business services.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so local business services will allow the services tab to come up. You may choose not to have that because you might be a national company and you don't want to be dealing with local. Okay,
Is that an email?
no, that's your ad, like,
Yes, with I just really think it's a thing. Yeah, I can't see it. Then I get full time of videos. Don't want to do anything now?
No, all right.
Sure.
Follow that one.
So if you use services.
Actually, I'm going to go to that. But that's the company name, Sweet Sam.
So you do, yeah. So then you have to choose, you could decide that you want to be categorized as that,
There you go.
public style, look at this early.
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
Google.
Have you tried it?
Well, that's your patient and travel. Oh, okay.
Thank you for that information. All right, let's have a quick move along here. Where am I?
Yeah, because it's down there. You range so much like. Yeah. But the way we think you didn't have the information, you didn't like going, okay. Oh, no, you didn't, which means more wide.
Okay, so I just want to show you 3 timelines that do really well, and then I'll give you 3. Oreo, is Oreo. So Oreo is one of the leading Facebook pages company, and they don't have their business or anything. They are Oreo biscuits, pretty self-explanatory. What they do is have loads of videos. We won't go in there, but you can have a look. They have consistent video. Actually, we will go in because I wanted to show you something. I wanted to show you something. I'll come back to it. I'll make a note and come back to that. So Oreo has heaps of videos. They have lots of content that is consistently there, but they have very little engagement. That's what I wanted to show you. They have something like 40 million. Oh, let's just have a look.
Okay, lots of content, but little engagement.
Little engagement. So if you go to Oreo pages.
With Facebook or just generally?
No, their Facebook page we're talking about. So if I can get my internet to work. Oreo.
Is it just Oreo?
Just Oreo. So bringing Oreo across for you to have a look at. So Oreo, where's my thing? So you'll see that they do lots of content, but what I want to point out, because this is where we become disheartened as business owners, but don't be, they have 42 million people like their page, okay? However, have a look at this. That one there got 1.5k responses, and I don't have my calculator with me, but we'd be interested to see what 2% of 42 million is. They've only got 477,000 views there, so that's probably 10%, maybe?
2% of 42 million is 470,000.
Okay, so not even 2% is liking their page, okay? They've only got 96 shares with 42 million people on there, okay? So you can see that even their top brands still have trouble getting their weight and their content, yeah? So if you've got 150 friends on your Facebook page and you get 5 to 10 people to like it, I'll be doing happy dances. Because on a ratio of what the big guys are getting, and they're spending lots of money on advertising, they're not getting anywhere near what the stats are they? Okay? And if you do Facebook Live, you'll get more, so then you'll probably beat these stats. Okay? So I just want to show you that because most people go, oh, it's not working. And if you have a look at the big guys, they really don't have a lot of engagement there or a lot of weight.
Shouldn't their marketing company or that be?
Yeah, I mean, I did make some comments about their content too. It is a bit hard given their product though. I mean, what do you give people that, I mean, you've got to find something that's going to tweak people to interest, replay, or tell them to
Then you could ask, what's their strategy?
Yeah, maybe that would be a good idea. Recipes with Oreo cookies and things like that you're giving them stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to do a comparison between Oreo and TikTok.
It would be. Do you want to get back to us on that?
I thought you'd change thing.
No, I got too much to share with you, let alone being sidetracked, but that's a great task.
No, I mean, it'd be interesting because, you know, Oreo's on TV, Tim Tams are on TV at the moment, and Tim Tams have always got the biggest day in the supermarket.
Yeah.
So
you've got to come back to the strategy. Maybe Oreo's strategy is branding alone. Maybe they're just there because they're everywhere else. Do you know what I mean? We don't know that. So you've got to realise that everybody's strategies are different. So maybe
the low end engagement. Just there, yeah.
Maybe they spruce it up. I mean, I haven't gone into the depths of what they do, but maybe they do a competition once a month or something that gets more engagement to build their brand and their sales. I don't know. We don't know. I just want to show you the engagement so you don't get disheartened when you only have 3 or 4. Okay? I'd be doing happy dances. And I hate this. Okay. So Oreo, that's Oreo's page. The next one, this is really cool and it's in German and I can't read it. But anyway, the story behind this one is that there was a little German town which had 76 people living in that town, 1 hotel and not many visitors. So to boost their tourism, they launched a innovative Facebook campaign which offered a personal touch. And the personal touch, I can't see it there, the personal touch was that They realised that there were many fans on Facebook who clicked the like button who never gained any real connection to their brand. So to improve this, they posted a photo of everybody that liked their Facebook page in the village. How cool is that, you know? So it didn't take long to fill the board, but residents remained true to their promise and began displaying the profile pictures of the Facebookers all over the buildings in their village. The Facebook page now has over 45,000 Facebook fans, and visits to the town that I can't pronounce website has increased by 250%. So, you know, little, big, you can still do massive things on. That's pretty cool. I like that. I thought, wow, how can we use that? And here's a video that's... So what I would like you to do if you want to, it's only that collaboration and sharing, but if you do have a Facebook page, a business page or a volunteers group page, make sure you share it on our Facebook group so that we can all like, comment and share.
Okay, so I don't know how to do that.
Okay, so all you need to do, let me show you how you do that. I'll just have to play around with this again.
No, I'm not sure.
So all you need to do is when you go to your Facebook page, I hate this, anyway. You go to your Facebook page, you click on the URL at the top, you right click, you copy.
You click on the URL,
the URL.
Search Facebook?
Yeah, up the top there, the URL.
The URL.
That thing.
The full address. Okay.
And then
copy,
you just
highlight that.
You right click, highlight it, right click, copy it, go to the group, right click, paste. Come on, paste it.
So that would be Command C, copy?
Yeah. And when your computer wants to work, there you go. I'll have to invite you.
Yeah.
And then you just post it, and then it should come up like that. So then we can all go like, comment, share, engage to help each other's businesses. No, you're not.
It's sorry that we...
Oh, I thought I added you. You didn't get a notification? No. All right. Well, let's do it before lunch, okay? And we'll get on there and we'll put everyone on again.
Okay, so Leanne, so I've copied it and then I've gone into the group and where it's got right click, do I just do
right click paste?
Command V?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you go post. All right.
Yeah, I'm just like a dodgy one at this stage. Not really real. But I've just done it for their
We like dodgy. All right, so let's go back to this now. So that's what you need to do. That's part of your task. We're meant to have coffee. We're so far behind. We're not having coffee. It's all too bad. Okay, so build your fans. Now, one of the hardest things to do is create a page and get people to like it, okay? There is people out there that you can pay money to and they'll go like your page. However, if you do it, you will get spiked by Facebook. They'll know that you've just got 1,000 people liked your page and they'll wonder where that's coming from. And they'll probably close your page or do something because you're not allowed to do that, okay? Where is it going?
You're not allowed to do that.
Well, they don't like it. Why are you paying for fans anyway? Is it a need ego? Like, I mean, I don't think
We've had particular stories that it's just gone up almost
yeah, but they'll know where the traffic's coming from.
Oh, it's not a story. The stories come up, and then all of a sudden we've just watched it go like 600 people have got on it.
But they'll know where it's not coming from facebooklikes.com pay me for.
They know it's real.
They know it's real. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't explain that. Yeah.
That'd be scary.
So don't go buying likes. That's all.
Might give you some credibility.
Of course.
I don't know, part of when I did it, and then they feel it.
Yeah.
But it also, I just knew anybody calling there just to get.
I had that.
People.
Yeah, it does. It strokes the ego. I've got 50,000 people.
It's just credibility of people to think that you're legit.
Yeah, but are you? You just pay for people that don't even like your product or service.
Yeah, most of the
Well, the only thing is you look at everybody's page going, you assume they've done that.
But just what happens with the dodgy ones that come to you? Like, you know, we've had people like our page and then we clicked over and their page is quite clearly not a real person. How does that happen? People that have come that have just got a couple of random bizarre
They like
pictures
your
like
page.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so we've got to them and they don't look like they're real people at all. It's like they've got like all these made up friends and they've got just photos of like flowers and trees, just random stuff that's
Yeah, you can't stop anyone from liking your page. You can block them if they cause problems.
yeah.
But yeah,
So like, why do you get random people that, can you get people that aren't really,
yeah, because for whatever reason they're being paid for likes, you know? Yeah.
yeah, but if we haven't paid for
They
life,
might pick your account up instead of travel abroad, they might have just gone travelling curiously. Who knows? You know? Yeah.
I just wondered how we ended up.
Yeah.
Weird.
Why do you end up with friend requests from people that aren't real either?
Do you?
Oh, does anybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah. You
And
don't
once you accept them as a friend, depending on how your privacy settings and all that set up, then they can go through and you know,
get with your
link
friends.
with your friends as well. So have that happen.
Yeah.
Block them. Put my friends know this person's not good.
I think, Raquel, you had something to say? No, I thought I could hear her talking, sorry. Up in there somewhere. I'm not really sure where we're meant to be looking.
Oh, that's it.
Hey, did you have a question? Oh, that was Rosie. Okay, all right. So I understand where you're coming from with regard to credibility, but then you've got to ask yourself, what type of business owner are you? Are you an authentic business owner, or are you? Yeah, I don't know. I'll leave that one with you. Don't make your own mind up about it. But there is ways that you can do it. You can drive traffic back to your Facebook page. You can do an ad just for likes. Just for likes only. That's part of your strategy. What you are going to do in a minute, you join groups that are in your target market. So, for example, what did someone have this morning? Just refresh my memory. What was the story we had with your little icons?
Cafe.
Cafe. Okay, so if you're a cafe owner, you would look for groups that have your client before you or are in sync with you. Recipe groups, dessert groups, corporate groups, baristas. I'm not sure. You're going to do some brainstorming. So you find groups and then you go into those groups and I'll show you what to do in a minute. You like your
Compensation.
Yeah, I know. Didn't I tell you that my grammar is not and spelling is not my thing? I did warn you. And anyway, you know what my colleague told me, because she does this too, she says, when that happens, I should say to you,
Just testing you.
great pickup. I know what your language and literacy skills are. I strategically placed that there for you. Well done. So you should like your competitions page. And you should engage and you should share their content with your page. And most people go, are you serious? And I'll show you why in a minute. And signatures. See, you didn't pick that one up, Amanda. Come on.
If you pick up on an editing mistake,
Yes.
you can use that as part of your marketing before to send them a gift.
Yes, you can. There is a website called fatfingers.com. I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but because we do have fat fingers, and you might type incorrectly, and if you're searching in Google, I might type in completions and competition, and there is actually this website you can go and see what word, for example, wedding is the fat finger word, and use that in your marketing. You can do that too. You should have your Facebook profile or your signature, your icon in your email signature, so as that's going out, as you're communicating, people can see and connect back to it. Should be on your website, absolutely, and it should be pretty big on your website, not this tiny little thing right in the corner. It should be something that they can see. If you own a retail, you should have posters in your store saying like us on Facebook. You know, yeah, whatever. You should have something in your store to actually make that they're your attention. And you should your own groups. Oh, you can create your own groups. So, for example, say Garrett's had their own photography group. So they, have their own group of people that they can engage and share with. So you should think about creating your own group as well.
So can you just explain again the email signature?
So when you send an email to someone like my signature,
I've got it, yeah.
It
Should be on your...
Yeah, it should be there somewhere, like us on Facebook. Again, tell them. And some of these signatures can have a hyperlink, which I mean, if I click on it, it'll take me to Facebook. Sorry? You can go to a place called Whitescan, and they can create it for you, like your signature, you go to Peard.com and I'll create it for you.
Can you create a page and keep it in progress without making it live?
Yeah, you can.
So I can do all of that.
Unpublished, keep it unpublished. Okay.
Yeah, that's still lots of it doing it.
So you want to make a, once you know who your target market is, and you need to then start looking at your competitors. So who's in the same field as you, wedding industry, consultants and event planners and chief financial people and whatever. So you need to create a list of your competitors. You need to target market the group. So for example, if you know that, who has the target market person already worked out?
Which target market?
Keep learning online.
Page for that.
Learning online?
Yep.
So who's your target market?
Yeah. Kids and parents. It's to encourage parents to let the kids use
Parents and
the internet.
okay, so parents are your target market. So then you've got to ask yourself who and what would those parents be doing online? So what groups would they interact with? They're probably in more, not mums and bubs groups, but they're probably in parenting groups of some sort. So you need to access those groups. Okay?
When you join groups,
Yeah.
you join as your business page or do you do the personal thing?
Normally it depends on the group setting. So you can do either or, just
Because
depends.
sometimes they can join on your business,
They don't.
want to be an individual.
Yeah, so it depends on the group setting, so you really got to just check that out. But if you join as your person, then you should have on your personal profile what you do, like coach app or, travel consultant app, so that they can see, yeah? And they can go back to the page. And obviously buy, sell and sell groups for another reason. There's not, I just use that as an example, but you've got groups out there like jobs cans,
I want the mums and bubs advice, or it's brilliant.
yeah. There's quite a few different groups out there, and you don't realise how many are out there until you start looking for them, and then you go, wow.
And so what do you think we should do on those?
You should join them. Join them
Okay.
and communicate. I'm going to show you how to do that.
Okay.
You need to communicate with these people. My son's business that I told you about, he did his $50 ad. He turned the ad off on the Monday. I think he left it off for about 2 weeks, whatever. I could have told you he was here. On the Monday, he sent me a text. He said, "What did you do to my Facebook account?" And I went, "Nothing." And he said, "I just got 96 inquiries." And I went, "Wow, where did they come from?" Because the ad's turned off. One of the ladies that he did a job for posted it to one of these groups and said, "This is the guy that did my thing." There was 1,000 people in the group. They all came and booked in services straight away.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no.
So that happened to us, but it wasn't an ad, it was one of our stories, and one of those full drive camping Facebook
Yeah.
pages shared it, and everyone we know had it come up in their feed, and went, "Oh my God, it's been 5 times already you've posted that," and it wasn't us, it was just people sharing it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's good. That's the white part. That's the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so one of the reasons we're going to go live and do this, but I couldn't think of a topic to share, but I just went, okay, I'm a personal trainer. Maybe I want to do, I want to connect with somebody with water bottles. So what happens is, has people seen this section here before when you've liked a page? Have you ever wondered how that comes up? Again, it's based on your weight and your affinity and your life and your time decay, whatever. But if you like, if I'm a personal trainer and I've liked a lot of my competitors' pages, so water bottles, kettlebell equipment, gyms, whatever, when any one of you come over and like that page, if I've weighted myself, and I don't understand this completely, so don't hang me out to dry just yet, if I've done enough of that, that my activity on Facebook is weighted in that area, remember this morning, my little business will come up here. So, say I'm a personal trainer, and you go, and I like, and you go to Nike, because you know Nike's having a sale, wouldn't you think it's pretty cool if all of a sudden Leanne Peard PT came up that there's a page that you should be recommended to like? No? Oh, I think that was pretty cool. Okay. I think it's pretty cool because, you know, I know for a fact that I've always liked at least 3 or 4 of those pages if it's in my interest group. Yeah, and that's free advertising. How else can you get your business in front of a high-profile brand? Okay, let that one absorb. So the next thing is the reason why that you would like, comment and share on your competitor's page or a page that you do differently, that you have has your client before you, is because when you make a comment, like what a brilliant quote, I had nothing else to write about that, and I come along and I go, oh, who said that? When you hover over the little icon, it comes up with your profile or your business profile. So now you've exposed, I don't like the word exposed, you've placed your business in front of 300 people that are on that business page or 50 million people on Oreo. Does that make sense? So you're putting your brand out there.
Yeah.
So the point to the story is that you need to, as a business, to get more traction, more likes, more, what's another word for exposure? More coverage. You need to be active in your groups and your competitors, and you need to like, comment and share on their stuff. Okay?
So you don't have to really sound like you're spamming or anything.
It's got to be genuine.
Yeah, so you're just simply talking about something that could be totally unrelated to product because you're commenting on what they're doing or something interesting that's going on in their lives.
If that group or that page is in your target market, if the people that are hanging out on that page is who you want, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it doesn't need to be anything spectacular, like it can just be what a brilliant quote, or wow, I like that, thanks for sharing, or
Great picture.
great picture, yeah. Can you do more of those? What happens is you attract the attention of the business, the one that actually has it, they're like, wow, you know, person's really active. They probably don't understand why you're doing it. And also the people that are engaging on their page will look and say, who's this person that keeps popping up all the time and hover over?
We've got someone from some foreign country liking and commenting absolutely every single post that I put on Facebook.
And did you check out where they were?
She's still a woman who lives in...
So you did check out where they were?
Yeah.
Yeah. See what happens? Because they're doing it consistently, it makes you go wonder what they're about, why are they here?
We get a guy all the time that doesn't know a lot about photos, but he runs his own concierge driving service in Vegas, so I don't know why he wants us, because we're nowhere near, Vegas is near the ocean, so...
Yeah. Well, we get one in Melbourne that
I don't know whether he's trying to get clients to ferry guests to and from the yachts, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, you're in Vegas, like, you're not even near the ocean. I should not understand, but
Yeah. But yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Can I just ask you a question?
Of course you can.
What does it mean when it says we have a new view? Obviously, in the last 8 minutes, in a lane post that maybe someone's come to our page, but what does it just mean if it's a view?
They've viewed it, maybe they've gone to your page and looked at it.
So it tells you just if someone looked at your page.
Yeah.
Does it? Oh, okay.
And can you see that person is? I'm always trying to figure that out.
No, you can't see it. No. Okay. So when we look at searching in Facebook, because you probably want to know how do you search, all you do is go into the Facebook search part at the top there, the white section, and you can search for anything that you like. So again, keeping it in the water bottle. I put water bottle in there, so now I can have a look at everything that was posted under the water bottle. So what will come up is obviously photos. You can then niche this down if you want to. You can search water bottles by anyone, you, your friends. If you know that your group of influence or your friends is where you want more clients, you might just choose to search that. You can then tag water bottles anywhere, only, and find one when it's And then also along the top there, as you can see, you've got people, photos, videos, because you might want to find some viral content.
Maybe you can help me with what I'm asking for. I am listening to Leanne workshop about Facebook.
Oh, she can't see my screen.
I love the slide.
And then you can search groups. If you have a look at the top there, in the groups
Yeah,
button,
I'm not in there.
you can search what about the groups?
That she was talking about.
That's how you search.
Half an hour.
Okay.
Can I just ask, what does that mean?
Yeah.
If I wanted to put, like, how are you getting that thing down the side?
That just comes up when you search.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're going to look at now, before we go to lunch, 15 minutes, I'd really like you to think about your competitor, find 3 competitors and like their page. Have a look if anything is on their page that you think is great content at the end of the audience. Maybe 3 groups, if you can find a couple of groups. We're so far behind, sorry, we don't need to do that. And find some groups that you can join and some competitors, and use that search button as well. Okay?
What's the easiest way to find groups that are relevant?
Well, give me an idea.
So, for our entertainment business, for example, so we DJ, I sing,
Then who wants to service?
brides and grooms, corporate events.
Brides and grooms groups?
There is, we're members of one that I know of, but how do you call each other? It's just cans,
No, you would just use, like, sort of think along the line of keywords there, Andrea. So, let me go live. Come on, where are you? There. Okay, so let's, what are we going to type in there? Engagement. Engagement rings. I don't know whether this will work. Yeah, just have a look. Groups.
No, it's I refresh it.
Stories, engagement ring stories. Now obviously you've got to check that they're in your area. You're not going to join someone over
I am
LA or Las Vegas or somewhere.
Whereas
when you join groups that have quite a few members, there would be no point joining a group with 25 members.
Okay.
You know, because unless it's a niche group in your area.
I know that Jordan takes it.
What else can we have a look for? Weddings. What about bouquets? Wedding bouquets, is there a group? Okay. Wedding bouquets. So you think about what they do. Sorry? Boutique, okay. Boutique. Wedding boutique.
That's correct.
Beach weddings, kids.
Okay.
Is there a
What's your
group?
name, sorry? I couldn't get it. Thank you. Okay, bye.
You gotta watch your kids so you don't get Mr. and Mrs. Kids. It's certainly related to area of kids.
Oh,
You guys are Gina Miles, just
nothing, okay.
groups.
So if you went wedding cakes, and then you went down the side, groups, Cairns wedding, Port Douglas weddings, there's a public group.
Yeah,
Are you that one?
Yeah. This is great. I just read so many groups.
It's amazing when you just sort of...
Tableland Party and Wedding Directory, are you part of that one?
No. Okay.
It's a closed group, 3,000 members. Wedding items for sale. New brides can buy stuff from old brides.
Okay.
11,000, I mean, I don't know where that is.
Gina Miles is in there.
Oh, obviously, let's have a look at it. It's obviously a local group.
So when it's a closed group,
You can still ask to join, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had no one refuse to join a closed group.
well,
90,000 members.
But I can't really understand.
Who is that though? Is that a local one? I mean, ideally, you know, Andrea, your target market is Australia-wide, so, you know, probably not for entertainment, but for the other one, the destinations it is.
Yeah.
So definitely just check out whether that group's going to serve you.
Entertainment sort of isn't very wide, it's a destination rise and growth.
So entertainment, who would be in that, what would they, I'm sure the blank. Who would need entertainment? What would they do?
Musicians. Camp musicians.
Yeah.
There's plenty of bands around.
I was thinking of wedding tracks, wedding music. I don't know. It's something that people need ideas for. See, all your stuff comes up, Andrea, because the word's wedding. It's picking it up really well.
Yeah, this is I've picked up on our work stuff too, it's great.
Oh, awesome.
It's typed in studio.
One thing to mention, and I'm not going to go into it, but the Facebook has this thing called graph search. So when you use specific words like wedding, music and that, and you've got those in your post, it comes up. But you can actually, I'm hoping this will work now, you can actually be really specific. So you might like to say people who live in Melbourne who ride bikes to work. Okay, so that didn't help me for Melbourne. But anyway, it brought up Cairns bike ride. So if you have a specific interest or a specific niche that you really want to find, if you use those words, it sometimes comes up for you. But they didn't pick up the word Melbourne. No, okay, so I know this one should work. Because I do it for my personal trainers, or people who, I can't remember what I did. Okay, trying something else. People let's just see if that one works. So you can go and search pages and see if anything comes up. People want to get married. No. There's a community of serious people wanting to get married. Hate people wanting to get married. Okay, that's not really where we want to go, Leanne. Okay, so let's think about how to okay.
Did I just see what it said, how to make a baby?
No, I didn't know.
Don't you know, Andrew?
How to influence people and make babies.
So you get the gist?
Yeah,
So you can find people too. So if you want to find mum and dad, you know, that are into wedding cakes and make their own, you can join them as a friend. Do you know what I mean? And connect with them that way. All right. So 3 groups, 3 competitions or competitors. The thing is, once you join these groups, though, you have to be active in them. You just can't go, yay, I'm a member of a group. You really need to go in there and like and comment and share and become the expert or the go-to person, so they keep coming back to you going, wow, look at what Rebecca always shares about the ops, or look at what Robin shares about the weeds. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you have to be very careful what groups you would join, because if you've got to be active with them, and you want to be able to smell the roses and all that, you get too busy with using your life too.
Absolutely. You really need to be strategic and know that your outcome or your strategy is, if there's 1,000 people on that group, I'm hoping that at least 10 of them will sign up for my newsletter, or 10 of them will sign up for my, do you know what I mean? really changing about. So you're building a presence and building a brand, you have an outcome around your question, and your whole day's going. What will happen is people will message you, say, oh, look, and I get it all the time. Just a quick question. How do I find XYZ on Facebook? And that's not a quick question. Find it.
Talking about the
But at the same time, you've got to have the balance. Yeah. It's really huge just. So what I would do would be, yeah, that's great, subscribe on this, so here's the link and you get that information.
So apparently, like, social media is going up, Google's coming down.
I haven't heard that one.
I've heard that. Social media is it the Google one? Yeah, social media is doing a lot better in the future. than
Yeah.
Google. So we go more.
I think
When you go searching.
Google, yeah. Google, can we not problems again? Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. So what I've got for you also is a couple of handouts. Now, as business owners and as social media managers and training, you really need to be up to date with the guidelines. And Facebook makes that a little bit easier for us because you can go to Facebook Help and get the guidelines, even though they're not going to probably tell you what you're hoping to find out, especially in regards to ads. Actually, I'll do it this way, so we'll go that way to that table and then around to here, and you guys can start here and then go back around that way. And there's just a couple of printouts. You'll find everything in Facebook.com/business that you need, and I'll show you how to find that in a minute. But if you know that this information is readily available for you, you should get it all on one page. Yeah, but not on to okay.
No, but I think it's funny.
I'm not going that So, has anyone got any groups that they'd like to share?
That one, yeah.
I've just joined too while I was talking to you, so, yes. No one's not too bad, just a new, so I'll talk about my
You might be able to recruit.
Yeah, for my training, that one.
I'm going to find an adventure to my group to post on with Dee and the show.
Yes.
And you should send it to us as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's stuck there. Oh, what's she?
Oh, I know.
Oh, he sent 2 requests.
Have you got your front page?
No. Thank you.
Yes. It's good that I can see on the left hand side I can see the slide, but before it used to be a text on the right hand side. Is that no?
Oh, actually, I'll let you. Has everyone found the screen?
Okay.
No?
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Guys. Oh, good.
My computer just keeps freezing.
Yeah, mine's just too slow.
Mine is not going to the next page, and then it's taking forever. And then I tried to put in a video because I was thinking of like in this, videos, but here it came up some bizarre thing.
You're on the one podcast.
Yeah.
Yours is working.
Yeah, mine's working on my
No, that's okay.
Can you do it in the group?
No, it's with the camera is like,
Oh, right.
Yeah, I thought I'd be in there some of those. And then like,
Have you been
Triggered a block default from 8 AM to 5 PM.
Is that like?
This website is currently being categorized as weddings.
This is Parkway, this is the Parkway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so have you gone off Facebook?
No, I shouldn't have done.
Because we've only got access to Facebook only. They are blocked because of their training laptops and.
Yeah.
So just go back into Facebook and see if you can.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you did click a link that went off site, it would have blocked you.
That's why some things aren't really coming up.
We buy that local Sure, so if kids,
You shouldn't make the Wi-Fi. Yes.
Just while I think of it, I've got a blog, Troy one,
Yes.
but I think that's not what should I have?
Unpublished. Yeah, it should be unpublished if you don't want it live.
Well, it's not a real business, I'm not going to try.
Well, how would you? You don't know.
Okay? It doesn't exist, it's a hypothetical little thing.
Doesn't matter. You might start getting people that will find it and like it, and you might become an expert in novel writing or something like that.
Making shades out.
Yeah.
So to join these, you can't really join as a business, you've got to join individually.
It depends on the group's admin rights or the description.
So you can join, I don't think you have to join.
As you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you're looking for your competitors and you want to like their business page, you're liking it as your business page.
Yeah.
I did find it in terms, I've only got 366,
Yeah.
366,000 likes.
Well, that's a bit right, isn't it? Wow. Wow. They obviously don't, they're marketing towards Facebook. Do they have lots of content? So you scroll down. No, it's changing. I should go back to your home there.
I just got approved by 3 groups.
Well done.
Your business or yourself?
Sorry?
And your business?
Oh, wow.
I think some of the groups it's just on a review site.
Yeah. The only trouble I've ever had is when I wanted to post something in like a buy, swap and sell group that's not in Cairns, like Emerald or Melbourne or whatever, and they'll say, no, you don't live in the area, so you can't have access to the group. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. All right, so I'm going to suggest that we only have half an hour for lunch because we had 45 minutes last night. Yeah, if that's okay with everyone, because we still have 5 minutes to get through. I'm going to try and get finished 3:30 again. Yeah, I'm going to try. It will just depend how everyone takes up the ads, and we're not actually going to create an ad, it's going to be expensive money, but if anyone wants to, they can. Yeah, you'll learn how to push it.
Oh, yeah.
But you'll learn how to do it. Okay, so everyone's right for 1 o'clock, back here after lunch? Yeah, sweet. Okay. Thank you. Raquel, we're going to lunch. We'll be back at 1 if you can hear me.